Hello, good evening, everyone. Good to see everyone once again. Today is Friday, 24th of March 2023. So, as usual, Friday evening, I hope you guys are doing good and doing fine. All right, this is Alex from MarketWise Asia once again. So, if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments or in the chat box on YouTube. So, this live stream is broadcasted to both Facebook and also on YouTube as well. So give me a like, share, or comment if you can, okay? So share with other people, share with your friends that there's this gentleman here, Alex, okay? Every week sharing his market outlook to you guys, okay? So let me take a look at the comments right now. Hello, Vicky, Dave, Eugene, Mary, Adeline, Daniel, Edmund, Wei Lun, Pei Wen, Yu Heng, market volatile. Yes, that's right. Okay, Stephen, ZJ, Tarun, Mark, Roy, Vincent, William. Okay, good to see everyone. Desmond, the night is still pretty young, so we just get started only 11:32 p.m. So I think there'll be more people who will be streaming in. So we just getting started only. Ivan, Don SG Boy Wonder, okay, Gilbert, okay. So, oh, by the way, right, I think after Chinese New Year, I was sick. Okay, so I have a flu, I have a cough. After I recovered for I think for about 2 or 3 weeks, then I get my flu again. I think this week I got a flu again. So once again, I got blocked nose, runny nose, then the cough is coming. The cough is coming back again. Wow, it's very irritating. Okay. So again, once again, I tested the ART. It is not COVID. I guess it is just another flu bout again. Anyway, and before that, before this flu again, I think I mentioned, okay, I got some food poisoning also. So it seems like this year is nothing but just, getting some, illness for the first quarter of 2023. So actually, it has been very long. Okay, I think for many, many years, okay, I don't really get sick that often. So this year, it's like, once it rains, it pours. So the sickness just keep coming and coming again. So at this moment in time, okay, I'm still having some cough. So at any point in time, if I cough or anything, okay, please pardon me, okay? All right. Yeah, there's many type of flu now. In fact, my daughter is also sick, so she hasn't been attending school for the past 1 week or so. But anyway, my girl is in K1 right now. Henry says payback time. Yeah, payback time. Many years didn't really get sick. Okay, so let's get started right now. So as usual, this week the market has been quite volatile. So anyway, the market is not the easiest to trade right now. So do you think it's easy to trade right now? Okay, I'll be totally very frank with you guys. It's not a easy market to trade. So to me, it's also a hit and run market. Okay, I don't dare to hold for too long. So again, if you think it's easy to trade, okay, just type easy in the comments. Okay, if you think it's difficult to trade, okay, just type the letter big D in the comments. All right. Okay, Adrian says same here. Not been coughing for many years, so you also got some cough recently, is it? Okay. Mark say frustrating trade. Yeah, it's not easy to trade. So again, if you are not performing well for this 1 or 2 months or so, it is normal. Okay, so as I mentioned, December and January have been performing very well. For this month, and February is slightly negative, but overall for the year I'm still positive, just that it's not easy to trade. Again, some people say that yeah, so easy, just short lah. Okay, not that easy to short. Even if you short, the market is very volatile. Okay, the moment you short, the next day, market can just go up again, or hit your stop loss and then cut back down again. So it's not that easy. Yeah. Okay. I don't know about you. I don't think it's easy. If you think it's easy, okay, then I think you are a very superb trader. Okay. All right. Okay. Maybe I'm not that good enough. Okay. So let's get started. Okay. So let's share this screen. Okay. So disclaimer first, whatever I share today is just for education and information purpose. It is not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. Alex could be wrong, so please don't copy me or follow me. Okay, please do your own due diligence. Okay. All right. So I can see a lot of DD, not that easy. So very tough to trade. So it's okay if you decided to stay out. I think it's perfectly fine. So wait for a better market condition, okay, or when price is at certain level, then maybe you can, you trade. But I think it's extremely important, even if you don't trade, okay, it is important that you show up in the market every day. What do I mean by show up? Show up mean that you still watch the price action every day. Okay, meaning you still watch the price action every day. You see what's the market doing. You follow the news and such. So you need to follow the price action every single day, even if you are not trading. Okay, so all these experiences, okay, along the way, you will gather enough experience, okay, and it will help you a lot in the future when the same things encounter again. Okay, so even if you're not trading, you still need to look at the market, see what the market is doing, see what the price action is doing, okay, and such. All right, so let's head over to this my social media. So for those who are with me for some time, okay, I have a Telegram, YouTube, and Twitter as well. Okay, so please subscribe to all the various social media channel. And of course, if you are on Facebook, do give me a like on follow our Facebook page as well. Okay. You sound sick. I'm sick lah. Okay, my voice runny nose that kind lah. Okay, but I'm okay. I think I'm okay. All right. So yeah, so this is the I remove this. So these are the social channel I posted in the chat already. So once again, Telegram channel where I share with you some of the price mover and all the latest news, my opinions on that. Okay, but for some of the trade ideas I posted on Twitter, so you need to follow on my Twitter as well. So later I will show you certain things that I posted on Twitter. I will not post on Telegram. So the best is that you follow on both Twitter and Telegram as well. So again, yeah, Telegram is free, Twitter is free. Okay, just get it. Okay, all right. So and YouTube, of course, do follow as well. Sometimes I don't post on if I don't do my Facebook Live, I will also post on YouTube some of my videos. So just do subscribe to all the various channels. And last but not least, before I start this session, right, there's this Asia Trading Festival. I'll post the link in the comments. Okay, so this is the Asia Trading Festival. We are going to launch it soon, but before that, okay, if you haven't, just pre-register first so that at least I get the interest over here and you receive exclusive bonuses and materials when they are ready. Most likely, I will send out the materials next week or so. So the Asia Trading Festival, we have got Michael Covell, the author of Trend Following, okay, Kathy Lin, one of the best-selling author, okay, and also Boris Schlossberg and Ray Barros, they'll be speaking as well. So of course, we have some of the usual resident speakers and new speakers as well. And some of the new speakers, we haven't put it in the diagram as well. So do register for this event. This event is proudly sponsored by 8cap. Okay, so I posted the link in the comments already. So do pre-register interest. And as I mentioned, right, the bonus materials, okay, you get it earlier than the rest of the other people. Okay, so if you have forgotten whether you have registered or not, okay, just register once again. All right, so once it is ready, I will send to you guys the bonus report. Okay, by the way, just to let you know, once you register, you won't get the bonus material yet. So I will send to you guys when it is ready. Okay, Ken? Okay, so let's get started. So of course, Wednesday, right? The Fed, as usual, no surprises. The Fed gave a 0.25 hike. Okay, so Yu Heng is asking whether this is an online event. This is an online event, virtual summit. This is a virtual summit now. Okay, all right. So do register. Okay, 8cap, it is a CFD provider from Australia. Okay, so they are not in Singapore. They are from Australia, but they are registered broker in Australia. So in fact, last year they sponsored for our event. Okay, so this year they are coming back again. Okay, so not to worry about 8cap. Okay. Just register for this event, okay, Ken? All right. So, so back to this topic over here. Let me zoom to this. Okay. I think this is bigger, right? So I do this. Okay, Ken? Wait. How come I cannot do the link? Okay, Ken. Okay, so this the Fed 0.25% hike. Okay, so I think nothing much. Okay, nothing new, no new surprises. Terminal rate, they say that Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman, said that the terminal rate is about 5.1%. Okay, so this is nothing new. So go through the news again from CNBC in case for those who still don't know. So if the terminal rate is 5.2, 5.1%, so which means that there will be just another one more rate hike also, and they will stay flat for the rest of the year, most likely. So we'll see how it goes. My screen is a bit lagging. So based on the, so the dot plot over here, right, 5.1%. So right now it's 4.75 to 5%. So 5.1% is equivalent to a target range of 5 to 5.25%. Okay. All right. So we can walk through the news, the dot plot. Okay. So you can see that most of the participants, okay, think that the interest rate will stay put at about 5 to 5.1%. It is only until, next year, then they start to see that the interest rate will come down. Sorry, I think my cursor is a bit lagging. Okay. My computer is like running a bit slowly today. Yeah, a bit laggy, but let me try again. Yeah, so starting to come down again. All right, so no surprises. So let me go through this. Okay, target rate. Let's go through the Fed watch through once again to give you a better idea. Nothing new over here, so I just go through again. Sorry about that. I think it's a bit laggy today. My Chrome browser is not responsive. I think my computer is old already. It is not responding. Somebody help me. Okay, so okay, so this is the Fed Watch 2 over here. So the next FOMC meeting still got quite some time away. This is on 40 days. Okay, so let it load for a while over here. Okay, so on the May, the 3rd of May over here, can you see that right now it is 4.75 to 5%? Okay, in fact, right now the market, it is pricing that by May, how come you Heng and Marigold say the same thing now also? Computer got flu also. Okay, so 85.4%, okay, they say that it might stay flat, okay, and then only about 15% say that you hike to 5.25%. So anyway, in short, okay, let me see that in June. Yeah, in June, it is more, how to say, more variety. Okay, so different percentage. It could be 5.25%, it could be 5%, or even the rate could be coming down or stay flat. Okay. All in all, basically, it is telling you that there could be just one more rate hike for the rest of the year. I think based on, you can go through the site yourself. Okay, by the third quarter, there's some probability that the interest rate will come down. But nevertheless, right now, I think the main focus is not on the interest rate right now. The main focus right now is still on the banks right now. So in fact, the banks like the Deutsche Bank, okay, today it is coming down. I think down was 6 or 8% because of the sudden spike in the cost of the insuring against its default. I think basically it's credit default swap, right? Okay, it spike up the cost. So for Deutsche Bank, it is actually DB. So the bank saga is making people to fear again. Okay, so it is down 4.15%. But as of now, okay, I can see that the market is actually recovering. Okay, actually, in fact, intraday it is still quite volatile. I'm looking at the small cap. So it's up, down, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. I think it's because of the regional banks. In fact, I think more than about 40-50% of the Russell 2000 is by the finance stocks, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure about that. So that's why it carries a lot of weight. If the finance is down, the Russell 2000 will be down as well. Okay. Okay, before I go into my indices outlook and such, I just want to share with you an interesting tool that I get to know recently. So this is the multiple time frame Ichimoku chart. I think just now there was one gentleman who asked about the how to add the pivot point and such, right? So let me just get you the link once again. Okay, the link, it is over here. Okay, so this is the YouTube tutorial on how to insert the cloud and the CPR central pivot range onto your trading view. Okay. So there is this. Okay, I know if let's do slowly. There are a lot of you guys, right, who use the cloud and Ichimoku cloud. Okay, and recently I'm starting to use, not recently, I think it has been quite a while. I think since last year or early last year, I like to use the 2-day time frame. 2-day time frame. Okay, so to give me another perspective. So once again, for those who don't know what is 2-day time frame, normally you look at the daily time frame or the weekly time frame. So daily time frame, every single bar is 1 day. So for weekly time frame, every single bar is 1 week, which means that it's 5 days. 5 days. So I'm looking at the 2 day in between, 2 day. So I think for those who have been watching me, you should know that I watching the 2-day time frame. But this is only if you are using a paid trading view plan. Okay, if you are using a free plan on trading view, you're unable to get a 2-day time frame. But I think, okay, if you go to this, okay, let's go to naked chart right now. All right, so if you go to this, okay, right, so multiple time frame, you search for MTF Ichimoku Cloud, right? You can see this custom script by this Anthony F50. All right, so you just put in, okay. By default, I think nothing comes out first, okay. All right, so you just go to the settings over here, right? So the base parameter, you click OK. Time frame, I don't know whether the free account can set to 2 day. Can somebody check for me or not? All right. So I think should be able. You try whether you can get this or not. 2 day. Okay. So remove the Tenkan Kijun Chikao. Okay. The label also remove. All right. So if you do like this, okay. How come it's not showing? First Ichimoku. Okay, all right. So can you see that this is a 2-day time frame? Okay, for Ichimoku Cloud. All right. The candles it is still based on the daily time frame, but the cloud is actually based on the 2-day time frame. So you can actually use it to put it on your chart. All right. So in fact, nowadays I prefer to use the 2-day time frame because sometimes if you use the daily time frame, you can get a lot of whipsaw. I will show you an example over here. Okay. So this is, I remove the 2-day time frame. This is the daily time frame. Can you see the daily time frame for Ichimoku Cloud? The usual daily time frame. Okay, can you see? All right, so you can see that price come down below the cloud is a downtrend, but break above, okay, then come down again, then break above, then come down again, that kind of thing, right? So if you put it, if you change it to the 2-day time frame, but on the daily time frame, okay, all right, so you can see that the cloud is working pretty well, okay, less whipsaw. You can see that price hit the cloud, get resisted, come down again. Price hit the cloud, get resisted, come down again. Price hit the cloud, get resisted, and come down again. Okay, price get kind of resisted over here and then come down. And right now, okay, all right, so you'll go up again. Okay, we say non-premium, you will not have 2-day. Yeah, then I think it's too bad for you. I thought this is quite a good way to put it. Yeah. Then I'm very sorry. Okay, within 72 days you can't get it. Okay, I think that's too bad. But anyway, let's say for example, if you are using the paid trading view, right? I think this is also quite good for you, which means that okay, by default you set it to the 2-day time frame. All right, and then the daily time you just hide it lah. So I think less whipsaw for you guys. So the same for Nasdaq again. I think it's not too bad. Can you see that price has always never been below the 2-day cloud, always been a downtrend. Can you see that price hit this, okay, in the downtrend come back down, okay, until price break above the cloud, and then it's now right now price is still above the cloud. Okay, so nevertheless, okay, if you are using a free plan, you might not see it, but I think if you are using the paid plan, this can be your default as well. Okay, switch it to the daily chart, but the cloud you put it on a 2-day time frame. But as of now, I'm still not doing that lah. Okay, All right, so I'm still using a normal one. So normally I just change it to a 2-day time frame and daily time frame, which means that the candles will change to 2-day. Okay, the cloud also change to 2-day. All right, so I hope you guys will find this useful, even if provided if you're using a paid trading view plan. Okay, all right. So in case you want to know where is it, okay, so this is the okay, so just search for MTF multiple MTF Ichimoku Cloud Anthony F50 by this script. There's more than about 2,000 people using this script. So not too bad over here. Okay, so let's go to the indices right now. Okay, so when to use Wiki, I think, are you new to MarketWise Asia? So when to use the 1-day or 2-day cloud? So as I mentioned before, right, the 1-day cloud and 2-day cloud is to give you a different perspective. It is just like you watch the price action, the daily or the weekly time frame price action will give you a different perspective. So same for using a weekly time frame and weekly daily, will give you a different perspective. So looking at how the cloud is, where the cloud is, can also give you the potential support and resistance level as well. So in short, okay, to give you a different perspective that you might not see on the daily or on the weekly time frame. All right, Hannah. Okay, let's go over to the indices and outlook and also crypto as well. All right, so yeah, so as I mentioned, right, it is actually pretty volatile for the past 1 or 2 weeks or so. Not easy to trade. Even though like the S&P 500, okay, naked chart first, even though like the S&P, okay, is like heading higher, and the Nasdaq futures is also heading higher, but it doesn't feel like it, right? Because if you don't hold the big stocks, right, in fact, the small stocks and the mid cap, they are actually, a lot of stocks are coming down. It's not that easy to trade. So it doesn't feel like it, but in fact, the Nasdaq and S&P is going up. But you can see that a lot of we saw a lot of shadow, a lot of shadow. So intraday, it is very volatile over here. So right now, the market, it is actually recovering. Okay, it is only down 0.25%. Nasdaq is only down 0.35. Just now the Russell 2000 was down about 1.4, 1.3%. So right now it's recovering to only down about 0.18%. So it's kind of flat right now. So let's go to the S&P 500 now. So let's add in the usual cloud indicator as well. Can you see over here right now we are, okay, I remove the horizontal line. So nothing much has changed. Okay, so as I mentioned, okay, we are still above this swing low over here. Price is trying very hard to stay above this swing low over here. Okay, all right, and then we are hitting the CPR resistance level over here. So as long as price stay below the central pivot range, not so bullish. Okay, for Nasdaq. Okay, even though it is heading higher, but a lot of these small cap stocks, they are not heading higher, like the the Russell 2000. Okay, all right, it is actually coming down. All right, okay, so it kind of hanging on at this prior swing low over here. Okay, so this swing was actually pretty important. In fact, I'm looking very closely at the Russell 2000 now, because that's the weakest among all. All right, so I feel that there's so much that the big cap can hold on to the market. Okay, if there's a lot of these mid cap and small cap, they cannot hold on, then I think eventually the market is going to collapse. Okay, so which means that is holding on to this swing low over here, and I think a lot of people are expecting this swing low to get broken. Like this is like a flat pattern. So if the market can continue to go higher, then it'll be good. It'll be trap a lot of those short sellers. And I want to let you know that one of the reasons why I don't like to trade candlestick pattern, especially the hammer, right? Okay, right, it is because of this again. Can you see over here? This is the hammer candlestick pattern. I don't know whether you call it or not. Okay, this is, I don't know, you call it a doji or whatever it is. To me, it's still a hammer candlestick pattern. Okay, you can see the long shadow over here. I say a lot of times already, a lot of when I see a hammer candlestick pattern, I will be very skeptical. So once I see this, I said, yeah, even though it looks good, but I still feel a bit skeptical. Okay, price, try people to go long a little bit and then come back down, okay, and then flush out your stop loss over here. You can see most people should put their stop loss somewhere around here, all right, and then put the stop here. And then today it break the low of this swing low over here, okay, and right now it is forming another hammer over here. But again, right, if I decided to enter, this hammer will be a safer entry, okay, because it hunt out the low over here. In fact, it hunt out 3 times already, okay. First of all, this is the low over here, all right. It hunt out, okay, come down over here, and then come back down again over here, all right. So Ivan always said it is not a hammer, it's a spinning top. To me, it doesn't matter, okay. I'm not so particular about the actual candlestick pattern. What I want to see is like a very long shadow, okay. All right. I don't know how to classify but to me that very similar to hammer candlestick pattern. Okay, very similar. So basically, there's a long shadow or there's a pin bar over here. Whatever it is. Okay, let's call it a pin bar. Okay, and then price trap people to go long and then come back down again. So this kind of long shadow hammer okay, whatever you call it hammer, doji, spinning top. I don't care. Okay, just this kind of pattern I don't like it. Okay, because I said a lot of time already, I think I repeat again, the newbies, the amateur traders like to see this and they go long and trap that up again. So again, this one, I think right now at this moment in time, you should agree with me that this is a hammer candlestick pattern, right? This is a hammer candlestick pattern, right? Again, I'll be a bit skeptical, I'll be skeptical again. Okay, but again, if ready to enter, this will be a safer entry compared to this. Okay, because hunted 3 times already, hunted 3 times, hunted 3 times. This is the low, hunted the low again, hunted the low again. All right. So once again, it cannot go down lower and go higher. All right. So this is more bullish. All right. Again, right, Ivan. So I'm not so particular. Okay, hammer, spinning top. You get my idea. Okay, you get my idea. All right. So can you use Russell 2000 as a leading indicator of Nasdaq and S&P? No, because Nasdaq and S&P are mainly the bigger stocks. The Russell 2000 are the small cap stocks, okay? Russell 2000 are the small cap stocks, okay? It is not equivalent to Nasdaq and S&P. So let me go through... I never logged in, never mind, okay? It is not the same, basically it's not the same. So yeah, so if you want to... if you want to leading indicator, right, I would prefer that you use this EQAL. EQAL. This is the equal weight Russell 1000. Okay, 1000. So which means that the S&P 500 plus another top 500 stocks. I think this will give you a better broad view of the market, and it is equal weight some more. Okay. So once again, this is the EQAL. EQAL, this is the equal weight Russell 1000, okay, the top 1000 stocks. I think this will give you a better representation of the whole market, 1000 stocks, equal weight, 500 S&P plus another 500 stocks, okay? So in fact, the price action also is not so good for the Russell 1000 over here, okay? So you can see that break the low over here already, the swing low, and it's still struggling to go higher. Once again, the market at this point in time, it is not the best price action. It is below the central pivot range and also the cloud as well. So it's not the best. Look at the 2-day time frame, it is also below this cloud and central pivot range as well. All right. And during the Wednesday before the Fed meeting, right? In fact, I do have some bit of warning over here. So this is the Twitter. That's the reason why you need to follow me on Twitter over here. So yeah, I posted this post over here. I think some of you who follow me on Twitter, you should have read it. So I think Wei Lun also posted this, right, on Twitter, right, Wei Lun? So I posted this VVIX over VIX ratio could be peaking, okay, soon. I posted this on 22nd of March on Wednesday morning, just before the Fed meeting. All right, so the major indices, especially Nasdaq and QQQ, had a good run up already. Okay, though it doesn't feel like it, and could be at a short-term top. Okay, time to play defense and scale out if you have a good swing long profit before FOMC tonight. So based on my understanding of reading the VVIX, okay, at the point in time, it could be coming down, and if this we don't say yeah, yeah, I do read your Twitter as well. So if it come down, okay, then the market most probably will come down as well. That's what happened on the Fed as well. So okay, I once again I'm gonna go through with you this VVIX ratio over here. All right, so this is something that I watch closely. All in all, it is nothing much has changed again. So basically, I'm repeating the same thing like last week. Nothing much has changed, just that the VVIX ratio is still showing positive breadth. Okay, it is still showing positive breadth over here. So I do it out over here, do a naked chart over here. So this is just again a recap over here. This is price action for indices is not looking good, but the only thing that is keeping me positive right now is actually this VVIX ratio. So can you see that? Add in the S&P 500 over here. Okay, so can you see that kind of move in tandem as well? So on the top is the VVIX ratio. At the bottom is the S&P 500 SPY lah. Can you see that the market go up, VVIX go up. Okay, the market come down. Okay, the VVIX come down. Market go up, VVIX go up. Okay, basically move in tandem. It's the same price movement. It's only recently, okay, as I mentioned, all right, while the market it is coming down over here at this point in time, okay, it's coming down over here. All right, it is going higher, and you can see this divergence very clearly. The divergence, okay, while it is forming a lower low, this VVIX is still forming a higher high over here. All right, over here, okay. Okay, so this is the only thing that's keeping me positive right now. And the VVIX today is continuing to go higher, okay. And I want to share with you something, okay. I don't know whether my star signal for the IWM, okay, star signal for IWM, okay. IWM is actually the small cap ETF, okay, Russell 2000 ETF over here. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, okay, right now it is forming a star signal over here. Okay, all right, over here. So I just put the star signal over here. Okay, previously it was somewhere, I think somewhere around here. Okay, somewhere around here, and the other one was, I think, somewhere around here. Okay, and then back again to previous one was somewhere around the COVID sell-off over here. Okay, somewhere around here. Okay, so this signal, okay, again, based on my proprietary different way of interpreting, okay, there's another star signal over here. So again, okay, previous two rounds, it actually captured it perfectly, okay. All right, it rebounded. Of course, it doesn't tell you the magnitude. It doesn't tell you that, you go up all the way. It doesn't tell you that, just that there could be a potential reversal over here. So once again, it is showing now. So next week, okay, I'm looking at IWM as well, the Russell 2000 over here. All right, so looking at the Russell 2000, okay, Russell 2000. So if you know what I'm talking about, okay, just type IWM in the comment, Russell 2000, okay. All right, so again, it can be dangerous, okay, because market is in a downtrend, and if you are just buying this based on the star signal, you are buying against the trend, okay, okay, not that easy to catch the downtrend, okay. It can be still very volatile. It can still be very volatile, okay. All right, just share with you, and another thing I'm going to share with you is this RSP over SPY, okay. It has been quite some time since I shared this ratio with you guys again. So let's do a recap again. So how to do that? Okay, basically it's the RSP is the equal weight S&P 500 versus the normal S&P 500, the market weighted S&P 500. So let's do the naked chart over here. So RSP, right, slash the SPY, okay, on trading view over here. Okay, so can you see that, recently, you need to know RSP, right? RSP equal weight S&P versus the SPY. You need to know what you are comparing. Equal weight versus S&P 500. Basically, it means that you are giving more weight to the mid cap and to the smaller cap as well. SPY, a lot of this big cap. So you can see that if the RSP is coming down, the ratio is coming down, which means that the small cap are not performing well. The mid cap, small cap are not performing well. Okay, only the big cap, it is performing very well, which is exactly the thing for the past a few weeks, right? The big cap is holding up the market very well, while the small cap, mid cap, it is tanking. So this is why the ratio of RSP versus SPY, it is tanking as well. So can you see that this trend line, I have been drawing the longest time. I've drawn the longest time, no change. So can you see that right now we are touching this trend line again? Okay, this trend line again, we are somewhere around here. Okay, we are at the bottom. So right now we are at the bottom over here. So I'm looking for it to reverse back up again. So which means that if the RSP versus the SPY ratio, okay, it is going to turn up within the next, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 weeks or so, which means that the small cap, okay, should be leading the outperforming the big cap, which means the mega cap stocks like, Google, Amazon, that kind, Apple, Tesla, that kind of big caps now, okay? All right. Right now, the big caps are holding up the market, or even the AMD, Nvidia, that kind of big cap, okay, companies, they're holding up the market. All right. So, all right. So, if you look at the weekly time frame, we are at the lower end channel of the trend line over here. So, I'm looking up that whether for the next few weeks or so, okay, the smaller cap can outperform the big cap. So you can see over here, the Nasdaq, it is actually, it is actually toppish, okay? It's toppish. I feel that it's quite toppish over here, okay? It is a pullback should be coming soon, okay? All right. Again, it can go up, but I feel that, it went up quite a bit already, okay? I think the upside could be limited. So there's a strong divergence between the, the small cap and the big cap right now. Okay, if you understand what I'm trying to say on the ratio on this RSP and the SPY, right? So this ratio over here, it just type RSP in the comments. Just type RSP in the comments. You can see that today the ratio is actually green. It's actually green, which means that today these smaller cap is actually outperforming the big cap by a little bit. Okay, it's by a little bit. Okay, and so this is something that I take note of. Okay, I don't look at it often, but once I see something, I will notify you guys. So once again, if this thing totally crash, then I'll be a bit worried. I'll be a bit worried. But just status quo, I'll just assume that potentially next week it could have a rebound, which means, as I mentioned, I'm looking at the small cap. I'm looking at the small cap to have a potential rebound if, okay, it is the uptrend is still intact, and because of the VIX ratio over here is still positive, I'm still generally still bullish on the market. I know there are some educators out there, they are extremely bearish. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I think only me and Adam Khoo are the one that's still like optimistic about the market. So I actually watched Adam Khoo YouTube video as well. So generally I'm quite in line with his views as well. So I think a lot of trainers out there, other educators, they are quite bearish okay. And I feel that to a certain extent they are kind of doing a fear mongering. Okay. Fear sells okay. They make you feel very scared. The market, it is coming down. The worst is yet to be. There'll be more crashes and such. Personally, I don't like to do such fear mongering. Even if I feel that the market, it is coming down, okay, let's say the market is coming down, I will still say things like, you know, look at the price action, the market's coming down, you know, even the short you can short, that kind of thing. I won't kind of, I don't know how to say, I won't do that kind of fear mongering. If you understand what I'm trying to say, okay, can yeah. So truth to be told, the market is in a downtrend, okay, not looking very good, okay, but I'm still not the kind of person to tell you that, wow, the end of the world is near, okay, you should go short, you know, there'll be more banks to collapse, okay, it's going to get worse, we are going to get the next worst financial crisis than the 2008 crisis, that kind of thing. I won't say that lah, because I have no idea what's going to happen, okay, all right. Okay, one thing, Adam is a perpetual bull, but I need to say that perpetual bull, but many times he got it correct. Eventually, he got it correct. Okay, all right, the market eventually go up. It is just the timing, that's why. Okay, all right, in fact, the bearish people are the ones that I keep saying that they got it wrong one. They could be getting it right for a while, but eventually they'll get it wrong. Okay, yeah. So in fact, I'm not a perpetual bull. I say a lot of time already. I'm an opportunist. Okay, opportunist. Okay, I see it as a bull. I'll go long. I see the bear. I'll go short lah. Okay, can. All right. So this is something to share with you. Crypto wise, another thing I'll share with you, like crypto, right? Crypto, it is actually holding still pretty well, but today, of course, it is actually still consolidating. Crypto sometimes can give us a clue. I think, again, I said that many times. So last week I mentioned that I exited my crypto long, right? Okay, crypto long, this is at somewhere at about this yeah, somewhere at about 28,000. Okay, this is the institutional long over here. I exited somewhere around here. Okay. In fact, I think somebody asked when will I exit my Ethereum. So just to give you an update, I also exited my Ethereum already. So I see that the market is not doing very well and such. Okay, I decided to just keep my profit. Yeah. So because I long at quite a decent price. If I'm not mistaken, it is somewhere around 1,003 or so. Okay, so it was quite a decent profit. Okay, so this is an institutional level one. So I really exited. So I don't mind telling you that I exited. So price can go higher, never mind, but I still lock into my profit. So as of now, I think for crypto, this is one of my best trade for 2023. Okay, best trade for 2023. Okay, yeah. So far, it's the best trade for 2023. Okay, the crypto. Yeah. As funny as it is, I mainly trade equities, but crypto this year is the best trade so far. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, any question you can ask me. Okay. So by the way, just go through with you some of the stocks that I trade. Okay, to share with you. Because as I mentioned, right, this is a hit and run. Even though the market is in a downtrend, but I still went for some longs over here. The longs that I went through, I gone through, can share with you. Okay, is this TDC for just sharing purpose over here. Okay, TDC. Okay, even though the market is like coming down, but there's still long opportunity. So can you see over here? Okay. All right, TDC over here. So I went in at somewhere around here, came down. I see opportunity. I long over here at the central pivot range. Okay, I exited. So yeah, so these are the few positions that I entered long. Another one I entered long is actually what else? INGR. I think a lot of these stocks you won't be familiar one. Okay, because I use a screener to screen out some of my stocks over here. Okay, you see over here, yeah. INGR, okay, so I think a long somewhere around here, okay. Also watch and win setup, okay, and then hit the central pivot range, okay. I exited. Can you see over here? Quite soon, right? All hit the central pivot range, there will be a reaction, and then price came down a little bit, okay. Another one that I'm still holding is actually CNK. CNK is Cinemark Holding. Again, a lot of these stocks you won't be familiar one, okay. All right. So Okay, I enter somewhere around here, wash and rinse, set up again. Okay, I'm still holding. Yesterday, I don't know what happened. Yesterday went up at the peak. It's about 10% up, but I didn't take profit. My profit is somewhere around at the high of the here. So I'm still holding on to Cinemark holding. So it is still in a profitable position. If you have been following me, I mentioned about this CKRE, right? The regional banks, right? This is like this is like I become like the greatest fool. The greatest fool I mentioned, right? Am I the hero or the greatest fool? So I became the greatest fool. So I mentioned that I went long, right? I went long somewhere. I went long 2 times. In fact, I went long the first time here. I went long. Okay, wow, kept down. I exited. Suffered some loss. I went long again. Okay, it went up again and then come back down and came back down and hit my stop loss again. So I get stop out on KRE twice. So again, it tells us that it doesn't pay, okay, to trade a downtrending instrument. Can you see that it is clearly is a downtrend? Clearly, it's a downtrend. It is a downtrend. So it's very difficult. If you want to try to catch a low, it can be very difficult. The last time I mentioned that I trying to catch a low is because of the star signal, right? There's a star signal, okay? All right. Again, it went up a little bit. I didn't take profit, okay? And then I came back down again. So, yeah, but again, this is just another position for me. So I didn't put in a especially big trade or small trade. So it's just another position. So I think it's fine. I think it's fine. So, but again, today it hunted the low over here, okay, and then positive again. All right, so I'm thinking whether should I go long or not? Should I go long or not? Do you think I should try KRE again? Ask the consensus. If you think I should go long, okay, just type L. If you think I go short, okay, just type S. Okay, I just type S. I answer Mark question first. So Alex, what's your take on the financial institution? Will more European banks start to fall too, like CS and DB and also under attack? My stand, no change yet. No change yet. It is the same as what I mentioned last week. Okay, do you remember what I said last week? Okay, this crisis I think is very similar to the European debt crisis. Okay, at one point in time, the market it is very fearful, and every single day there's fear mongering on the news outlet, on social media and such. Okay, wow, a lot of things going to collapse, going to get worse. Okay, and again last week I mentioned that it's like what mentioned by the 狐狸羊. Okay, previously 亚洲股神亚洲股父 or what. Okay, it's just like a mosquito. Every single day you will hear all these news coming out on the banks and such. Even at the European debt crisis, at the peak of the European debt crisis, it really felt that the market is going to collapse. It really felt that the whole country of the European country, like the Greece, is going to get collapsed, and it's going to, the rest of the world is going to suffer and stuff. It really felt like this. But eventually, the market get over it. Okay, and then market go again. So again, my stand is like this. Okay, this banking crisis is unlike the 2008 financial crisis. It's not like the regional banks and some of this is not a credit event. Okay, it's not really a default. A lot of them is just that it just concentrate on these few badly managed banks. Okay, the big four banks like JP Morgan, Bank of America, I think they are still pretty well. Okay, yeah. So I think for me personally, this will get resolved eventually. Okay, again, you might think that I might be too naive and such, but again, the social media, the financial news thrive on scaring people lah. So I don't want to get scared. Okay, I think it's not as serious as it seems. So the mosquito will keep buzzing you, like what 狐狸羊 say, until eventually you get resolved. Okay, it is not at the end of the world, and you get better lah. So this is my stand. Okay, this is just my stand. All right, not my stand. Okay, and again, Ivan said, no need to trade all the time, learn to stay aside. Yes, that's right. Okay, but sometimes I do have these itchy fingers. Okay, I also want to trade sometimes. Okay, but again, this is just a normal, usual trade. All right, so yeah, but I think I'll stay clear of KRE. I think there are many other potential trade to go in as well. So I'm still looking at that. So as I mentioned, right, so all these like TDC, Cinemax, all these are pretty profitable trade, okay? So I think I'm still doing well. So yeah, the ones that I trade are all either on an uptrend or so, okay? Can you see that? Like TDC, okay? All right, it is still on an uptrend one, okay? INGR, ingredient, okay? Overall, if you're a 2-day time frame, okay, it is still on a uptrend one, okay? So you might be thinking, hey, Alex, INGR on the daily time frame, it is below the cloud. Why do you trade it? Okay, right? You can see that 2-day time frame hit the cloud, okay, and then I took the long. Okay, so overall, the ones that I really have more confident ones are the ones that are still generally in an uptrend. Okay, KRE exceptional. I say that this is a speculative trade. Okay, yeah. Okay, can Joe is asking, right? Do you think you can still go long on Ether BTC? Right now, it is my view is that because I've already exited the BTC and Ether, right? My view is that it can be hard to see now because based on the daytime frame, price has already went up so high, okay? And it is not surprisingly if price will take a breather and have a correction first before move price goes up again, okay? So again, I'm not the kind of person who will hold for many months or many years. I'm more of a swing trade or position trade that has more confident than I go in. Right now, I don't see really good setup. So I cannot tell you an answer whether it can go higher or not. Okay, of course, you know, one of the telltale signs for BTC and ETH is that they are normally a risk-on kind of instrument. So if Ether and BTC can continue to go higher, I'm extremely happy because most likely the equities market will follow suit as well. Okay, will follow suit as well. All right. So of course, you know, let's go to other market right now. Let's go through what has been moving the market. Okay, recently, ETF screen.com. Been quite a while. So let's go through what is moving. Okay. So performance-wise, I shared this before. Okay, go to ETF screen. Short funds, you just put no. Leverage fund, no. The dollar volume, I normally put 500K. Update page. It is loading. My Chrome browser hang again. So recently it's not very good. I need to change computer already. Okay, so try to sort it out over here. He's still trying to establish a connection. Yes, that's right. So at one glance, okay, so you can see that, you know, for the past 1 month, the best returns has been the metals, okay, the gold miners, okay, gold miners, silver miners, okay. So again, don't ask me whether can long gold or silver or not, because I didn't enter into trade, okay. Not my kind of trade lah. So like gold right now, okay, it has got climbed up so high already, so not my kind. I wanted to have a pullback before I enter again. So I think I know Yu Yang just exited some of the gold futures and gold trade, right? You should ask Yu Yang. He's a pro on the metals. All right, so yeah, so these are the things that are moving. Just to let you know, but it doesn't mean that I trade them. Okay, I just want to share with you another resources, okay? For those who don't know, stock chart also has this feature also over here. Okay, stock chart. You catch it, okay? For those who are still with me, I think the free user can see as well. So stockchart.com, chart and tool. So I want to see what industry and what sectors are moving. Another way to see it, okay? I don't usually share it, okay? If you catch it, you catch it, okay? You can go over to the summary industry summary over here. Okay. I think you should be able to see it. Okay, I post a link in the comments over here. Okay, so go to table view. Go to table view over here. All right, table view over here. All right, so the intraday one, you can change to 1 week, 1 month, or 3 months. Doesn't matter. So you can exploit yourself. Normally, okay, for illustration purpose, you can go it to 1 month over here. So all the different sectors sorted out, okay? Communication service and industry, consumer discretionary then industry and such, okay? They can sort it out according to this SCTR. SCTR, okay, they call it scooter ranking. It seems like scooter, SCTR, scooter. It stands for stock chart technical ranking. Okay, it is very similar to relative strength. It tells you which sectors or industry are the strongest right now. The higher the number, the stronger it is. The biggest number is 100. The smallest number is 0. Okay, which means that okay, for the communication service, right, the internet, okay, all right, so like 95, which means that it's outperforming 95% of the others sectors or industry as well. So at one glance, you know that, from the communication service, the comms sectors, right, the internet, okay, are doing pretty well. Media agency are doing pretty well. The rest are not so. Generally above 70, then I would say that it is a strong sector or industry. Okay, so for consumer discretionary, you can see that the construction is doing well, 97, gambling, 93%. Okay, so all these very poor one, like automobiles, tires, recreation products below 51, you do have to take a look. Okay, consumer staple. Okay, all right, you can see what's your stronger one. Energy. Okay, in fact, you can see that they are not doing very well. The best one, like integrated oil and gas, the scooter ranking is only about 60 only. All right, financial. Okay, you can see all the banks, life insurance. Okay, all right, are 0.8. They are the worst of the worst of the. That's why you can see that scooter ranking is the worst. Okay, healthcare, certain things are doing well. Medical supplies. Okay, I'll give you an example over here. So okay, technology can see that recently has the best performance, right? All these are doing pretty well. Semicon, renewable energy, all these are doing pretty well. So I'll give you an example over here, right? So you can see that. Let's go. If you click on this, right, I can see that the comms, right, internet, it is doing pretty well. I can click on internet. Okay. Right. Can you see that? These are the comm service, the individual stocks, they are doing pretty well over here. Okay. Once again, you can sort according to the scooter ranking. Okay. You can sort according to the scooter ranking over here. You can see that. Okay. It is classified under mid cap, large cap, and small cap. All these are okay. So some of the stocks you might not know, but looking at the scooter ranking, you know that they are performing very well. So for example, let me try to find one. Okay, let's see this. Okay, Media Alpha, it is a small cap. I don't know what the heck is this company. I've never heard of it before, but the ticker is MAX. So you go to MAX, definitely very strong stock one, MAX. Okay, MAX. Okay, you can see that strong, right? It's pretty strong, right? It's going up all the way. It's pretty strong. Of course, recently it's a pullback, but generally it is still a strong stock over here. And then what else? Kind of a big one. Okay, here. NetEase 85.4. It is not too bad also. Okay, NTES. NTES is doing pretty well. Okay, it is also doing pretty well. Right, recently it's up also pretty well. So I know recently the semiconductor are also doing pretty well. So let's go back to this. Something to share with you. I think this could be something new to you guys. So like technology, semicons, pretty well recently, right? So click on semicons. Okay, rank according to the scooter ranking over here. So all these are big cap, very strong semicon. Okay, so like okay, I don't know why is this. Okay, so like mid cap NVMI Nova measuring instrument. Okay, even though not the strongest, 83.8, not too bad. It is strong. NVMI. NVMI. Okay, can you see? Okay, strong also, right? Can you see? Okay, so it gives you some clue where to see what are the strong sectors or industry that you should be looking at. Okay, so the stock chart, this industry sectors, industry summary is something one that you can go and check out. You instantly, you know what is strong. So this is for 1 month. So for 1 week, you can check again, which are the strong sectors and industry. So for the consumer discretionary, for the past 1 week, the strongest is home construction also. Okay, all right. So I hope you guys learned something new from this. Is this something new to you guys? If you think that is new to you, okay, just type new in the comments. Right. So I recap again. So go to chart and tools. Okay, can go to this industry summary over here. Okay, and then you from there you go to the table view. And then you sort it out yourself. All right. So I think Tarun is asking, right, how do I find entry to enter, right? So this is where the a good screener will help you. This is something, this is my secret sauce lah. Okay, this is my secret sauce. So I use market in out to help me screen out the stocks as well. Okay, to help me screen out the stocks. Again, no secret, market in out. I said a lot of times already. Market in out, I use this to screen my stocks. Okay, nothing secret. But again, you need to know what to screen. But all in all the things that I mentioned to you is what I screen for the stocks, or above central pivot range, above certain moving averages, above the cloud. Okay, it must be above the 30-week MA and all this stuff. Generally, I want to find stocks that are in an uptrend, that are strong, relatively stronger, but undergoing a pullback also. So that's the reason why I use the screener. I'm able to screen out, for example, like TDC, okay, like CNK, Cinemac, okay. All these are using screeners to screen out one, because there are just too many stocks already. Just by eyeballing, I cannot find all the stocks. So you need a good screener, okay, to help you screen out the stocks. Okay. So any other question so far? All right. Any other questions so far? Before I call it a day. So at the end of, okay, let's go through the market right now. The market today is not too bad, okay. All right, so I'll be still looking for opportunities to go long, but you know, it is at this moment in time, it is still more of a hit and run market lah. So don't expect price to, you know, go up a lot higher. You can get a risk to reward, you know, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times that kind. Okay, sometimes 1:1. I'll be happy to exit my position already. Okay, all right. So yeah, so today I think the small cap, it is not too bad. Let's see whether at the end of the day today, the small cap can reverse the losses as well. So I'm looking next week, as I mentioned, right, whether the small cap can outperform the large cap. As I mentioned, RSP versus the SPY, right? Okay, so I'm looking at this. I'm see whether there will be a kind of a rebound in the small cap as well. All right. So any other questions so far before I call it a day? 1 hour, I think just nice for you guys. I think I need to go and get some rest as well. So I'm still coughing. Okay. So if you find value in this sharing session, okay, just give me a like, share, or comments. I think just give me a like, will do. Okay, at least give me a like. Liking is free, doesn't cost you money, but it does tell Facebook algo that you enjoy my session and you want to see more of my session in the future. So right now we still about 200 people in YouTube and Facebook account. I just urge you guys to give me a like. Okay, if you find value in this session, just give me a like. Okay, just give me a like, right? But more importantly, it benefits you. Tell Facebook and YouTube that you enjoy our session, and in the future, even if I never notify you, you still get notified via Facebook and YouTube as well. Okay, so once again, today I hope you guys enjoy my sharing on this industry summary, where to find the strongest sectors and industry as well. At least give you some ideas, okay, which sectors to look at. Don't find the extremely weak one. Don't find the extremely weak one. Below 50, no need to see one, okay? Below 50, no need to see one, okay? Look for those above 70. Those are the strong sectors and industry that you should be looking at. All right. So once again, if you find value in this Facebook Live and YouTube stream, just type value in the comments, okay? Tell Facebook and engage with me tell Facebook and YouTube that you want to see more of my content in the future. Okay, all right. Just give me a like, share, comments. Just type value in the comments. Okay, so all in all, yeah, I do not to do fear mongering. Even though the price action doesn't look so good, especially on the small cap stocks. Okay, but all in all, I still think that I think the market is still okay lah. Based on the VIX ratio, today is still up. It's still up. It's still going up. The VIX ratio is still going up. All right, Ken. Yeah, so thank you so much for all the comments. Give me a like, share, comments, and type value in the comments. Typing value is just to tell Facebook that you engage with me, you have some comments there. Next time they think that you like my content and they'll show you more of my content in the future. Okay. So once again, thank you so much. I think I wish you a very good weekend ahead. Have a good Sunday and Saturday. Last but not least, do register for the Asia Trading Festival over here. Okay, pre-register interest right now. Once again, I will share the link in the comments. Okay. Okay, so once again, thank you so much. Have a good night, have a good rest, and I will see you guys again next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.